What's up, traders? So I want to do a little something morning mindset for my YouTube channel. And I'm getting ready to do the getting set up for the accelerator call here in about 5-10 minutes. I'm going to hop on there. Typically, if you follow my Instagram, I do, a morning workout, I meditate, I read, I journal. And, this is a great book I'm reading. It's like the 177 Mental Toughness Secrets of the World Class. And, using this to translate over to trading is, man, there's obviously to be a good trader, you have to be world class. To be able to make money doing this, you have to be able to perform like an athlete. It's all about mindset. It's all about the way you perceive the world, the way you perceive yourself. I've mentored and I've worked with a lot of traders and the number one thing is mindset and psychology. It's not like there's this one strategy that fits all, that, that you can have a poor mindset, poor psychology, but still crush it. A good strategy helps, but, if you can't get this stuff dialed in, then you are doomed to fail, really. So, this is a great excerpt in here. The world class operates from objective reality. What does objective reality mean? So you try to see the way things truly are, away from your ego, to where you can set yourself aside, and look at the situation objectively without, hey, I think this is right or wrong, or whatever your beliefs are, religious beliefs, political beliefs, market beliefs, whatever you think the market's going to do. If you already have a bias one way or the other, you really can't see the way things truly are. There's a great, and then he, relates that to middle class people in terms of, where you're at financially, currently middle class or world class, right? How do those top people get to the top? And there's an awesome list in here: middle class versus world class. The middle class competes, the world class creates. If you're always thinking about what other people are doing, where everybody else is at, instead of trying to see things the way they are and just trying to really just create the best version of yourself. I know this for me, this has been one of my biggest journeys, because I always compared myself to everybody else, never thinking I was good enough. And until I started to just be like, you know what, I'm just going to make myself the best version of myself that I could possibly be. Then things started to shift in my life. But when I was always in comparison to other people, not thinking I was good enough, well, that just led me to drugs, alcohol, behaviors that would just like get me out of that fake reality. So always just looking to create the best version of yourself. This is a good one. The middle class avoids risk. The world class manages risk. Okay. So if you don't have your risk management dialed in with trading, if that's not your number one priority, you're going to self-sabotage yourself again and again and again. You're going to blow an account. You're going to lose a challenge. You're going to lose your funded account because you don't have your risk management dialed, and then you don't have the discipline to follow through on that. So the two go hand in hand, obviously. But if you can learn to manage risk and then not be afraid of the risk, rather than, the reason most traders, pretty much every trader, is fearful is because there's that risk involved. And, it's like usually too much risk where it keeps you up at night. You can't stop looking at your phone. Man, the list goes on. And I'm sure you know exactly what I'm talking about. The middle class lives in delusion. This is what I was talking about earlier. The world class in objective reality. So I'll give you just a quick example of this. Most people, myself included, for the most part, you live in the past, you live in the future, and the only objective reality is now, right? So you'd be like, yeah, okay, that sounds great and all philosophical and stuff, but like, no, but see, you are running through a program that is happening, things that have happened, and it's just recycling itself. Like, I can't do this, I can't say this to that person because, what happened last time, or you can't take a risk in terms of following your dreams because, my family, what are they going to say? My wife is going to, make fun of me, or, whatever it is. People are going to say, oh yeah, you're learning to trade again. Okay, good luck with that. I've heard it all for sure. So, but that mindset and patterns still continuing to live there, rather than like, being able to weigh your options of like, should I go for it? Should I follow this dream I have, or just like let what I think other people are going to say because of what they've said in the past, or what they might say, determine my life right now. So the middle class loves to be comfortable. The world class is comfortable being uncomfortable, which means if you're falling back into your daily habits of well, at the end of the day I like to relax and throw on a little Netflix and eat chips and whatever, but really the end of the day it's like 6, and you're going to sit there and do that for like 3 hours, and that's what you do every single night. Seriously, I mean, that, or I'm just gonna have one drink, I like to have a drink to unwind. You got to understand, if you're not happy with doing what you're doing, but you're still doing the same stuff over and over and over again, you're going to continue to get that. Like, if you're not happy with the way things are, you need to change and shift out of that comfort zone to where, if your body exercise is a great example, you got to make that shift to be able to move forward. So, there's a lot of these awesome, examples here. I'm going to just kind of go through, this is one of my favorite. The middle class is frustrated. The world class is grateful, right? So if you're always living, and relate this to trading, if you're always living in a state of frustration, like, oh God, I just got to impose my will on the markets. Yeah, that's not going to work. Or, if you can just like take the time, step back, look objectively and be like, all right, how can I learn from this situation? How, where am I at now? Because, it's a great saying that life happens for you. It doesn't happen to you, right? So this just sums that up. Like, if you're always thinking like, God, if this person wouldn't do this to me, right? But maybe that person is showing you something in a way you don't like, because it is actually showing you something that's true, showing you something that you could learn and progress from. So, same thing with your trading. If you keep just getting frustrated, but you're doing the same stuff over again, or shooting yourself in the foot, not following a risk strategy like I talked about earlier, and then you just live in this state of frustration rather than being grateful, like, hey, man, this guy's waking up in the morning, shooting a video for me, so I can improve my mindset, right? So like it's a whole different way of looking at the world. But if you just always just look for things to be grateful for, hey, I have 4 limbs. And you're like, okay, well, yeah, cool. There's that, but there's somebody out there that doesn't, right? So like, if you live in the United States, there's some issues here, no doubt, but there's a great place to be. If you have a roof over your head, if the sun's shining, if you're on this journey of being an entrepreneur and a trader, that's something to be grateful for, because you're not in, like, right now, the way things are, you have to find some sort of hustle, some sort of grind. Trading is an awesome, amazing outlet for that, to be able to make your own way behind the scenes, because the old format of going to school, get a job, save up, retire, that was great in 1970, but it's just not reality now. So, if you're on this journey and you're frustrated and you're trying to figure it out, at least you're on this journey, and you've come a long way, more than likely, from where you are. And if you stay on this path, trust me, I know from experience, and especially if you have some mentorship and some guidance, you'll go from where you are now to that next level and cross over that plateau to where this can become a reality for you. So just thinking about these two, which one are you in? The middle class chooses growth or chooses fear. The world class chooses growth. Exactly what I was just talking about right there. Do you want to just, everybody's against you, the world's against you? God, the creator, whatever you want to call it, didn't created a place where everything's actually for us. It's not against us, but you just have to kind of, just like a jiu-jitsu or something, you have to go with the flow and use that energy instead of it being this opposing force, which is where most people live, to where you can be more open and go with the way that life is taking you. So morning motivation, mindset. Hope this really helped you all today. Thinking about this in terms of your trading game is a mindset game. It's a psychology game. The strategy, I can get you dialed in on all that parts. I can help you get in the right mindset, but you have to surround yourself with other people that are doing the same, because to internalize it just on your own from watching YouTube videos is like, a very, very fraction of a percentage, makes it that way. So let's have a great day, everybody. We got PPI data about to drop. I'm going to hop in on our accelerator call, trade live, help my traders get funded. And if you'd like to join us, click the link below. Let's make it happen. Peace.